Right, Saturday morning. Well, it's not there, it's lunchtime. In fact, it's 1:25. I've been on the go all day. Yeah, a load of people there have gone. Had a little bit of heavy rain last night. I think most of the country did. But there's a big gap, so everyone's cleared off because of the rain. But it's not raining now. I didn't take my phone with me. Just came back because I was up at the woods. I can't keep out of them. And I found this pheasant egg. I was stood there for ages, and you know when you're standing there and you're pacing because your legs are getting sore. I trampled down all the grass, looked down and just saw that in the grass. And no idea how I didn't break it or stand on it. So I've got a great macro feature on here. I bought this because the lens moves and gets some really good close-ups. So hopefully get some pictures of this. But you don't often find an egg that's like perfectly hatched like that. They're always broken in half and... Alright, got some pictures. Good old all-day breakfast. Quick, simple, fill a hole, then I have to get back out there. It's warming up. It's still a bit cloudy. Freaking hell, it's warm. So yeah, I want to try and get some pictures off the setups. There's a few decent setups. I want to try and get some photos. But, like I said, I didn't know. It's 1:45 now. And I have to eat. Turn that around. That's where it used to fit in the boot, always facing this way. I don't know why I turned it around the other way. I think it was the dead gap at the front where I couldn't put much in that gap. More usable space was having that rotated, but for camping, you can access the sockets better now, facing that way. So, right, I'm going to keep stirring this. And get some food in me. There we go, just finished eating. Rammed it down, washed up. While I was eating that, just heard on the radio that they're organising the catapult competition. Starts in 15 minutes. They're talking among themselves. See the organisers and people. So I heard that information, which I wouldn't have heard, being situated all the way out here on my lonesome, away from everyone. So sometimes it's best to sit back, observe and collect intel. So yeah, I'm going to head off now. Got 15 minutes to grab a few pictures and I might do video pan video instead of photos, we'll see. Yeah, I'll do that, then I can get snapshots later, screenshots. But yeah, it's handy to have the radio sometimes at different locations and events. Yeah, it's definitely warmed up. Oh, at least I've been fed. Ooh, electrical stuff, shiny.
Oh, there's one, so how long have I got to take this shot? And if not, you're first place. Right. With a flipping Black Widow. No, you stay with them. Oh, that's a first.
Well, I'm 58, so my Boy Scout days. Well. But as I say, you know, with
egg butty.
There's no way on God's earth I could do a 20mm block hanging there, a little disc, and this guy smashed it.
Absolutely.
So wherever you are, mate, I don't know.
He's here.
Are you there? Come on, Howard.
Come on, well
Big hand of applause for this man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey, that was it. 786. 786. Go away with a smile. I want them to bug the hell out of the mums and dads, granddads, uncles. Tell them how good they've had a good weekend. Tell how your schoolmates. Right? That is all about Camp Bob. Alright? What fun you have, what you learn, and how about getting off that PlayStation and that Xbox. Come and do something up here. Rag your dad up, rag your granddad up, rag your uncle up.
Right, Gary, get on with it, will you?
Right!
Fuck me.
Rachel.
Publicity.
Rachel has went out of her way to make these gifts that we're going to give to the kids. Alright? So, the one over there.
Okay, we're back at camp. It's 9:25. Been up the woods all day. Raffle was a good laugh. I didn't win. The guy next to me didn't win. A few people didn't win. Obviously, a few people did. And the last one was give all the tickets to your kids for like a kids prize raffle thing. And I said, well, I haven't got any kids with me. So I gave my tickets to the nearest kid. Like there was a kid in front of me, and then the guy next to me gave his tickets to her, and then the guy in front of us gave his tickets to her. So she ended up with loads. Then we worked out she had a sister, so we were helping them out with the tickets. And but unfortunately, they didn't win. They were giving away bottles with Camp Bob written on them and stuff. Just a bit of fun for the kids. And then we went up into the woods, and were chatting around and lit a fire. And I got hungry, so I'm coming back for some noodles. Having some noodles, then I might just kick back and chill out for the evening. But yeah, nasty start, a bit wet and rainy, and everyone just packed up and cleared off. Well, not everyone, but a few people, and it got really hot and sunny. So yeah, it was warm. I think we even caught the sun. Alright, yeah, a little bit of an update. Spilling noodles everywhere. So, yeah, that's Saturday. Pretty much over now. All it is to do now is to roof these down and put my feet up and have a fire. A bit more chilled out at the moment. It's not as loud as it was last night. Last night was loud. But yeah, shocking the rain held off. We were due thunderstorms, but now everyone's saying tomorrow's supposed to be sunny. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, very quickly, when we got the woods, someone gave me a bottle of Budweiser. Really appreciate it. But everyone was having a laugh. We were all getting on, sort of mocking each other and general cheerfulness. Everyone came down here earlier. It was cool. Everyone sat around talking. But the guy who gave me the beer went off to the toilet. And I went off and filled the bottle of Budweiser back up with water from the tap. Put the lid back on. I put it back in his crate. So I'm not sure if he's watched it or found out or if anyone's told him. But yeah, filled up a bottle of Bud with water, put the lid back on, put it back just for a giggle. So if you're watching this, I am sorry, it was just a laugh. But it made us laugh anyway. But it was all a good night. Got the the radio on. Jumped in the net last night, jumped in tonight. Got the gasifier going. I'm using the forward facing camera, so I don't know if I can get it in shot. So when that burns out, I'll probably light the actual fire. Probably have a couple of Budweisers, or might grab a couple of Budweisers actually when that goes out, and then head up the woods and be sociable for a little while. Alright, before we go, I've got my compression sack, which I carry random items of clothing all year round. People pack for summer, people pack for winter. Not always in an order, but my scarf was on the top, then my gloves, and then my hat, because that's generally the first things I would normally get out first. I'm not taking my gloves, I'm going to take my hat, which is a twin fleeced regatta fleece hat, beanie hat if you call it, style, smock, thingy.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Great, I like that scarf. Norgy, fleecy, green, army fleecy thing. And what's left in there is softy trousers, which are great for cold sleeping, sitting by the fire, or handy for someone else who's cold. And at the bottom there's a midgie net just to put over my head. So gloves can go back in there. Because obviously temperatures dropped now. It's been a bloody warm today. Everyone, well, not even like I said before, a few people cleared off because of the weather. Their mistake because it opened up and got really hot. Not even in shot. Yeah, sun came out today, really hot. Supposed to be a thunderstorm tomorrow, but then I've just checked the weather and it's now saying hot again, which is good. Go and pick the missus up tomorrow, and then head back up here, have a barbecue. Good timing, the gasifier is about to go out. Yeah, that's about to go out, good timing. Get some practical, sensible clothing on. Grab 4 beers. We could all go sit 2 metres away from each other. And in 2 weeks' time, this COVID thing that everyone's talked about, I'm not quite sure what it is, but apparently it ends in 2 weeks anyway. Some countries it's already ended. I don't know what's going on myself. I won't go into politics and religion on this channel. That's 2 out of 2 broken rules. Yeah, gasifier's out. So I'm going to go a couple of bottles of Bud and do one. I might no, I'm going to leave the radio. Bad amateur radio. But you know what it's like being a ham if you're a radio operator, enthusiast. You take them everywhere. And you get like your wife going, you need to take that with you. It's like, yeah? We're only going to the shops. I don't care, I might need it. It's a strange world we live in when you get involved in radio. You have to create eyesores on top of your vehicle and houses. And wear t-shirts with your call sign and so on. And put random stickers in your car. And keep a logbook. Paper one, of course. or also online, digital. Different formats now, but I'm waffling and no one wants to hear about that. But if you do, please go online. Feel free to check out ways of obtaining your license locally. It's quite an easy method and hard to fail, and you can get on the air. And there's lots of variations. It's not just talking like CB on, you know, locally. You can do that. There's 4 meters is getting popular for local nets. 2 meters. There's local repeaters to talk around the place. There's internet, there's gateways. There's Morse, CW, satellites you can bounce off work or with. There's a lot to amateur radio. There's data mode, sending data. There's pictures, there's TV, there's a lot to it. There's something for everyone. You don't have to do one specific thing. You don't have to do it all. You don't have to do it at any speed. Like I'm still a foundation licensee, which is the first one out of 3. 6-7 years, and like just moving across the country, people are like, oh, you're an M6, automatically think you've just passed. And I said, no, I'm happy being an M6, fine as an M6, because the next question is always, when are you doing your 2E0, when are you doing your intermediate? It's like, well, you know, got no plans, happy with 10 watts. I always use less than 5 watts anyway with my Handy or my Yaesu, but you know, the next license gives you more power to use. You can use 40 watts and then up to 400 with a full license. I can't use my call sign abroad, but that's fine because I can just use a CB radio abroad. There's a lot of pros and cons about different licenses. Not so much 2E0 or full, But yeah, it's a good hobby, and it's good for everyone, and it's not just for people that want to talk on the radio. You know, there's different fields. There's field days. You know, you go to a shack. You don't have to have a shack. You can have one radio in your shack. You can have 100 radios. You can collect. You can take them apart. You can build stuff. You can build antennas. You can tune antennas. It's different feeders, different types of wiring. You can learn about ampage and weather and space weather. And yeah, that's taking it off subject now from Camp Bob. So I'm gonna drink beer and be happy, and probably come back with tomorrow's video next, because I'm probably just gonna come back, light the fire and have a couple more beers, and we won't need to watch that because I've done that last night. So thanks for watching part 2. Sorry part 1 was dragged out, and this is getting dragged out too now. So yeah, see you in the next one. Let's do the YouTube hand again, because it's very entertaining and people like it.